A good bug is a dead bug. Do your part, soldiers.
There you go.
Here
Do
we
your
are.
part. I'm doing my part.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more? We are talking about a game that 2 weeks ago I never thought we'd be talking about because I didn't even know it was coming out. And then all of a sudden, the community introduces us to this game, and I'm like, holy shit. This is a game called Starship Troopers Extermination. It is based off of, as the title says, the movie Starship Troopers, that of which I have not seen. These guys have seen it, but I have not seen it. So I have no idea what these references are, but I'm excited to talk about this game because I am impressed.
What's so bad? Whenever Brett's going to watch it, he's probably going to love it. Like, to be honest, like Starship Troopers is like, I am terrified of bugs. I am, well, mostly spiders, and these creatures are very spider-like. But for some reason, this movie is just so cult classic amazing that I love it. Even the cartoon that came out with back in the day, right?
Yeah,
came out on Fox and all that shit. It's just outstanding. And
Dude, it sounds like
this was not because I originally thought it was like everyone loved it, but no,
it's
shit at the box office.
Yeah, it's shit at the box office.
It was a great movie.
Well, it's one of those things that I feel like these cult classics, they start out, they get shit, and then they pick up an audience like as time goes on.
Well, that's what
And
usually makes it a cult classic.
Yeah. I think that's where this one. I think that's where this one went. Yeah. If you don't know the definition of a cult classic, that is what the cult classic is all about. So, what is Starship Troopers Extermination? This is a base building, objective grabbing, co-op first-person shooter where you join the Deep Space Vanguard, an elite special forces branch of the mobile infantry, in the fight against the bug menace and claim victory from humanity. You go to the deep space mining colony on planet Valaka. It's been decimated by the arachnids, and the Vanguard has been sent to take it back. And so ultimately, this is a 16-player co-op FPS that puts you on the front lines against the Battle of the Bugs. And you squad up, you grab a rifle, and do your part as the Deep Space Vanguard Trooper to take back the planets claimed by the arachnid threat. This game is in early access. It came out May 17, 2023, developed by Offworld Industries, who I've never heard of before. But all that to be said, this game is awesome. We've been having a blast with this game. What do y'all think of this game?
Fantastic. This is a game I always wanted for. I'm surprised a game like this hasn't come out sooner. Like, so AAA game developers should have made something like this already. And I'm surprised they haven't.
I'm kind of glad they haven't, though.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like they would have jacked it up some way. They've been like, nah, we're going to put microtransactions out the ad. This one still could get microtransactions, but they're probably going to do that and just make it bad.
This should have been made like 5 or 10 years, probably 10 years ago. Something like this should have been made.
Yeah.
It should not have been that hard. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things, like, people want to play something like that. Like, you see the movie and you're like, I want to be in that battle.
Yeah.
Well, we've had games that are like it, but none that have been this. I mean, we've had Starship Trooper games before, but nothing I think has been to this level. And I think it's interesting that like it's essentially an extraction shooter, but it's got the objective-based stuff leading up to it. But then it also has a little bit of a base building tower defense kind of mechanics to it with the base building component. There's a lot of different things at play here, which I thought was really interesting, how they were able to bring in these different aspects. And ultimately, it's a first-person shooter, but you're doing a lot more than just, shooting off bugs, which I didn't expect. And it's awesome. And the fact that it's 16 players and you can have as big of a squad as you want, this is the first game in a long time that we've been able to jump into and be like, let's get 10 of us together.
Yeah.
Last one we had was Splitgate that we were able to do that. But that was only with private matches. This is like we can get 7 of our friends in here and then fill up the rest of the crew with a bunch of randos with voice chat and proximity chat all enabled. It's cool.
Oh, what this is for being in beta is actually really awesome.
It is.
Like, it works so well.
Like, I haven't ran into any like big bugs. I have ran into bugs, but like just glitches and stuff like that. The visuals are pretty outstanding for it just being in beta right now. And like Brett said, just jumping in with that many people, we don't have to really concern ourselves with, this is only 3-man squad type thing. I mean, there is different squads that you can link up with and try to team up together right when you pick out your loadout and stuff. So we try to group up together in either Demon, Cerberus, Nightmare, IFRIT was the other squad, but it's not really, doesn't give you any advantage. It just marks your teammates, basically.
Yeah.
So
you come in, you start off, you drop in, you have to get a point and put down
a
bunker.
Oh, a bunker. Yeah.
And then from there you get new orders, and you go mining stuff, and then that leads to like going to the main base. It's in the middle of the map. The map's actually pretty big, because when I first got in, I thought it was just like small maps that you'd go and do different objectives.
Yeah.
But no, like you get this giant map, and I guess depending on the difficulty that you select when you go into a match determines how much of the map you're actually going to utilize. And so you transition to go into your base, setting it up, putting walls up, and putting different armaments and deterrents, and trying to get a good stronghold. So when the horde comes, you can defend it to the best of your ability and not get overrun and not get your core. I don't know, the
home base. Yeah.
The home base core not destroyed, because once that's destroyed, you lose.
Yeah.
And then there's an extraction at some point.
Yeah, there's an extraction no matter what, if the home base is destroyed or not. I mean, you still
really?
have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We found that out. We got defeated and our home base was destroyed, but we made it out. I guess that's
good.
That's
a
good. Plus.
Yeah, everything died, but you're fine.
Yeah,
You
we're
made it
fine.
I feel like the core elements are here, but they definitely needs to be spruced up a bit.
Yeah.
Like I wish, because there's like a lady who talks, who's like giving commands kind of and stuff throughout the game, and I want it'd be cool to have like some burly guy like kind of talking and making it seem more like intense, kind of like the movie, you know.
Oh, I thought
You don't like having a woman voice in there?
No, she's
a
fine.
woman leader.
Wow. Okay.
She's not really a leader. She's just like someone on the comm.
Oh, I was kind of hoping once it's out of beta and it's like pretty much done with, I kind of want like the building aspect to be a little bit more improvement in that, because you have to pull out like a separate building gun, and the tutorial system's pretty okay to help you learn how to build and stuff, but that's it. There's no combat tutorial system for you. You just go in there and shoot. And the character class, I kind of wish they would have went in a little bit of tutorials for them, because I was trying to figure out everything about my character because I was playing the hunter. I didn't know how to use a jetpack. I had a jetpack the whole time, fucking running around, right? I see people just flying past me. I'm like, how do they have a jetpack? I want to fly. But I think there's three different classes. Three different classes. Is the hunter, which you have a jetpack, and later on you get perks and stuff unlocked in your loadout. One of my perks right now, I can run super fast.
Oh,
yeah, it's fucking nice. Like if a bug's chasing me, I can run.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
There is, I don't know the other two classes, because there's one class where you can put up a shield defense around you, like in a circle,
and you have an LMG.
Yeah, you have an LMG, and it you're kind of just a tank at that point, and you just stay in one spot and you just light them up, and they can't get past your barrier unless it's a giant tiger. And then
there's the operator and then the bastion.
That's the bastion. Bastion has the walls.
Yeah, and then the operator is they can have a healer. Yeah, they have a healing drone that heals them, especially if they go down. It can revive them back or hold off on your timer. And then also with the support person, is he support? Yeah, he can actually carry the minerals that you collect on his back and still have a gun equipped and shoot. That is very useful, and you kind of want, at least in your squad, at least one person being that character. Travis is usually our character for that, and he'll pick up the stuff, because if you're carrying it and you're not that class, you can't hold a gun, you're very slow, and you're just running with it, and it opens you up for attack.
Well, and that's the thing that I think one of the negatives that I have to where it's at right now that I think they can fix. I mean, all things considered, this game has a great foundation and just needs to be improved. But one of the improvements I think they need to make sooner than later is to the classes, and that the operator class is really the only class that provides like team value that's, I think, is of strong benefit. Because like playing as the hunter class, like I can like rocket up in the air and get away from myself, and I can
high with your jetpack and snipe incoming enemies. That's what I usually do.
You're not a sniper though. You gotta freaking
you gotta get to there. You gotta unlock it. Yeah, but still, you can scope it out, communicate with your team.
Yeah, no, that, I mean, it's a benefit, but it's not as direct of a benefit as that of like the healing and stuff.
I don't
like
know
that.
if the tank person, what I kind of wish the tank person, I don't know if this is a perk or not, or if it is one where they can build either faster or have a mobile like shield station for other people to jump into. You know what I mean?
Nice, yeah.
That'll be cool. So, but I haven't played it as that class, so I don't know. What class do you guys play as?
I'm playing the same as you,
Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, just
We're all
that
hunters. Look
jetpack.
at us.
I like that. I'm a rocket man.
A jetpack is great when you're trying to get to the last boat.
When I'm like freaking getting hit by a bunch of
Travis
bugs, I'm just like rise up in the air.
I played with Travis and he was like, "All right, I'm going." I was like, "I'm just gonna hop over these walls and buildings," and he's trying to go around. He's like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck!" And he just got swarmed. I was like, "I can't save you. Bye."
I can't say you. Just assassin creating all the way down.
No, but I think the one thing they get right in this, which was very awesome to see, is that each squad can be assigned a different task at different times. So like sometimes there's like 2 points where you have to get gas or minerals, and so 2 squads or maybe even 4 squads will be broken off to go deal with those, while some might be defending the base. And so, like, everyone's having to work together, but I like how you don't have to think about it. It's not like Battlefield where it's like, normally I would want a commander looking overhead, like in Battlefield 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3? I think Battlefield 3 had a commander. Yeah.
Something like that. And here, like, it automatically does that. So I think that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
This is what this game needs.
Yeah. Well, I think the proximity chat, the fact that voice chat is like the only option to communicate in here is also beneficial. I mean, you get a bunch of rando weirdos and stuff talking a bunch of smack, saying inappropriate things, but
dropping the N word.
Yeah, but then like, I mean, when they're using it to the right benefit, like it can be like last night I was playing it for a little bit and there was a guy that was like, "Hey, I don't know if you'll know this," and I had no idea, but when you're reloading your gun, you can bash and it doesn't stop your reload. And I was like, "That's cool."
I didn't know
so
that
I can like bash them and stun an enemy,
and you'll keep,
and my reload still happens.
That's good.
You know? So that was nice. So things like that was great, and then just like communicating about like, "Hey, let's go back to base." All that stuff. It's like it's something that like even like Battlefield, which is such a squad based game, doesn't really leverage voice communication in the way that this does. But this game like really kind of needs it. To do best and stuff. So yeah, I like it though. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I put in a few hours, maybe like 3 or something like that, 4.
Yeah,
And,
something like that.
I already want more mission variability, like going into a hive colony and like having to extract one of the bug, like the brain bug or something.
So supposedly on one of these maps, Sarah and Travis were telling me there is a hive colony somewhere that you can accidentally run into.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
I've seen the cave, but
you haven't went inside
never
of
went
it.
in there because everyone's like, "We don't need to go in there. We need to go get the ore."
Well, next time you and I will just veer off and just F it. We want to see, Yeah, I kind of hope they implement a little bit more of that and some different enemies to fight,
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, it has the foundation work of being a amazing game. Yeah. And I can't wait for
the horde thing. When the horde comes, man. It
Jesus,
feels just
man.
like the movies.
Yeah,
it gets wild.
All out. The crazy part is that they'll spawn the artillery bugs far away, and they'll just start barraging, and you're like, "Where the fuck is that coming from?" So someone has to go out there and deal with that.
Yeah, deal with
it. It makes for a crazy experience. Mm-hmm. And then when you got to run to the ship. I mean, at that point, like probably walls are broken down. All the bugs are swarming the base, and then they're chasing you to the freaking boat, and it's just a madhouse.
I just like running to the ship or just running around. You just see the ground shake, and you see the dust come up, and you're like, "Oh, they're coming! I need to go."
Oh, yeah, they definitely got a lot of the visceral moments just right, and it's a horde. The horde is coming, and it is scary when they do come, and it's a wild experience. But I'm excited to see because they have 2 things in the menu right now that are you can't click on. One's like the war map, and the other one's quartermaster. I'm curious what the quartermaster. I'm guessing the quartermaster is probably gonna be like upgrades and stuff like that.
I hope so.
Different things,
or skins.
I feel like honestly, I think skins would be awesome in this game. I kind of hope they do throw in like some really cool, unique skins. And I mean, I don't even care if they have a battle pass in this game, to be honest, even though it is a paid game or whatever, but I think it could benefit from that. But then also I want like attachments. Like I want a red dot sight on my gun. I want to get some stabilizers. I want to be able to change up my weapons more than what they have currently.
Because I've been using that fucking iron sight.
Oh, it's the worst.
Like it's fun, but I'm like, man, I just need a I need to upgrade this gun. I'm so far from the sniper rifle. I want it so badly.
Well, back to skins, like in the movie, you follow the Roughnecks. So it'd be cool to see like different outfits of units that you can kind of
customize with.
Yeah.
They do say here on the early access breakdown. So throughout early access, they will provide players with more weapons, an updated class leveling system, as well as progression achievements and unlockable skins for both weapons and armor.
Nice.
On the enemy side, they plan to add more bugs, including boss battles that require complex player coordination to defeat.
Nice.
God, coordinating with 16 people to defeat a boss, dear Lord, that's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm excited for them to add the flying bugs. It just
I
pull you, and throw you, and
oh gosh, I didn't know that.
Just wait till you see the movie.
Yeah, Brett, you're gonna.
So they also mentioned that as they continue developing, they're going to aim to introduce ongoing planetary battles where the player can explore new items and enemies introduced in previous updates as an epic multi-world conflict breaks out. This transition includes the addition of a new planet as we head towards the completion of early access. The intent throughout early access is to convey that that this part of the development cycle is the beginning of the war, and the fight will only increase in complexity and ferocity as we move to a full release. Which is supposed to last about a year.
So when they announced this game, I really thought it was going to be a 1v4 game.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought like someone was going to play the bugs and, they have to build and defend. And it's kind of like Evil Dead style.
Yeah.
And then Travis told me about the game. I was like, man, I really wanted to play that game because I saw trailers for it and stuff. And then I jumped into it. I was like, oh, shit, it's 16 people. I was like, good Lord, that's a lot of people. But it's fun. But I think
it's the perfect amount of people.
I think if they do like something like that, like 16 versus 1, and someone can control the bug army. oh my God, that'll be insane.
I think that would elevate this game. For sure.
I do not like the friendly fire. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Especially at the very end, I'm like, I'm going to shoot someone and accidentally kill them.
Well, that's why you get on the boat first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. Definitely excited to see them to continue to develop it and follow it. I was reading about Offworld Studios Offworld, see what they've done before. So they did a game that was really popular called Squad. It's a tactical FPS that provides authentic experiences through teamwork, constant communication, realistic gameplay. They had 100-player battles, combined arms, base building, and an integrated VoIP system. And it had very positive reviews. And then they made a game called Beyond the Wire. It was a World War I game, and it was a 50 versus 50 multiplayer FPS. So it was basically Battlefield 1, but massive maps, massive factions, area-specific tanks. And it had really, really good reviews until apparently a year ago, because it came out in August of 2022. It's now rated mostly negative because they haven't updated it since then. So I'm worried. I hope that this gets enough of attention that they do. It sounds like they must have been working on Beyond the Wire, and they decided let's switch to this instead and made this game, and then brought it out. So I hope it doesn't like.
Well, how's it doing so far? Like,
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's see.
Because I'm very curious because it is a fun game, but the downfall of this game so far is still like in beta is that it can get very repetitive.
Yeah, that's my. I mean, I could see myself after a month of playing this game, kind of losing interest in it.
Yeah.
And needing more content to keep it alive.
So all-time peak is 16,000 players. 24-hour peak is 6,500, and then playing 8 minutes ago is 5,200.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it's like we're saying, still in beta and stuff, but like because this game dropped when fucking last week.
I think 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay. I mean, if they drop more content for it and keep this going, I'll be down to keep playing.
So it's lost 11% since its launch in May of players, right? Which I think makes sense because I already want to stop playing it. There's not
understandable.
It's just too repetitive right now. It definitely needs more additions to it and some bounce. Well, not bouncing, but I think some of the animations, like walking around, running around, like the actual character animations, look very Quake Warsy. That's probably a bad comparison, but this is what it reminds me of.
My favorite animation is walking up the stairs to the little towers. It's so jank.
to the little tower. Oh, yeah.
I feel like they're like, oh, we'll fix this later.
Yeah. So I feel like once it actually releases, or once when there's like a big like update drop, you'll probably see more people return to it. But yeah, it's a great foundation. Like I'm excited.
Yeah.
But which was funny was before that we like jumped into this game, Helldivers 2.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Like, Helldivers 2 is basically Starship Troopers, but it's only 4 players, and you run around, and it's no longer isometric. It's
third person
view.
Running around killing
so,
bugs.
like, whenever I was watching the PlayStation Showcase, I saw that, and I was just like, "Oh fuck yeah!" They're finally like showing good stuff about the Starship Troopers game, and I was like, "Yes, yes, yes!" And I'm watching it, I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting pumped!" And then it popped up with that. I'm like, "That's not what I wanted, but it's still fucking cool."
Yeah.
You know, because it has the same type of what is it? I guess I would say humor as Starship Troopers. You know,
for sure.
It's like over
and
the
I'm
top,
militaristic, and like a little bit like bloody gore type thing, and I'm like, yes, this is Starship Troopers.
Well, it's like they probably like totally ripped it off, right?
Oh,
You know,
I mean,
like,
it's ripped off big time.
But I love that.
Well, actually, Helldivers 2, did Helldivers 1 come out before Starship Troopers?
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
not before the movie. Was that what you're saying?
Yeah, before the movie. Okay, so
Helldivers 1 came out. It was like a PlayStation 4 like launch, almost a launch.
I mean,
title.
I'm still super excited about this game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, but
Did you play Helldivers?
no, I've never played it.
Dude, Helldivers 1 was
Really fun.
fucking
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I'm
so
excited.
good.
That one didn't look like my kind of game I would play,
Understandable.
but this one
does.
right
Yeah.
here is like
This is gonna do it. It is funny though how much it's the
Destiny.
same.
Same, right?
Destiny, Halo meets Starship Troopers.
Is
That's
that-
what it looks like.
that's what-
And I'm like, dude, I'm all about it. Like, give me this. Give me
I
this
really
right now.
thought this was Starship Troopers, and I was getting fucking pumped, and I was
Yeah.
driving as
Yeah.
I was watching it, and then it wasn't, and then I come home from Oklahoma, and Travis was like, "Oh, you got to download Starship Troopers." I was like, "Oh, fuck, it's out." So
Like, nope.
I think it really could. Starship Troopers could take some inspiration from this game because you have to call in ordnance, and then it takes time for that ordnance to come in. So it's like I need. Well, I mean, some of it takes a while, but others just like come in pretty quick. It's like I need ammo, but you can only call in so many ordnance drops for ammo. So you have to like kind of plan and like make sure you're progressing in a decent way where you're not going to run out of ammo. You're like stuck with pistol ammo or whatever, you know.
okay,
And so, like, stuff like that, like, I want that kind of engagement with Starship Troopers.
I don't think we'll get it with this one,
I don't think so.
but I think what they're going with right now, the style that they have, I think it's perfect. We
Yeah.
just need a little bit more content to keep us going.
Yeah. If they have a nice drip over the next like year, I'll be happy. I'll definitely come back into
in a
this.
year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the full game.
But I mean, like, if
In a
I
year.
want to have a drip
right
of
now, yeah.
content
Ugh.
between now and then,
That's
because
gonna be a fucking
that's
wow.
they said they're going to.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, they're
want it
going to
too,
bring
but-
new weapons and new this and whatever.
How much was the game?
$24.99?
That's not bad for that. Like that's fucking.
And you know what's in early access, so I mean, you know.
Yeah,
what
you
yourself
can't.
into.
And for early access, the game is phenomenal.
It's more playable than other games.
Yes,
that are
it's-
launch.
Oh, it is. Like Battlefield.
Hey, we're in about
The
that.
game was like
Spot now.
$70.
1 year later.
They even have a ping system, which is great. You know,
Yeah.
you can ping shit.
Hey, you can see how many people you killed now.
I'm
Yeah.
playing with my controller on PC, and it's still kind of a little wonky.
Yeah.
So like,
That's weird.
I don't know how it is on the on PC to aim and stuff. I'm figuring that out a little bit. Sorry, I'm kind of new to this PC stuff, but I'm playing on controller, and I hit L2. Well, I hold L2 to aim down sights, and this is like fucking off the rails. But I hold it, and then I let go, and he's still aiming down sights.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Okay, so y'all don't have that problem. So it's not a setting or anything.
Well,
so
I
I
will
have
say-
to click it. I have to click it again to get out of that.
Oh.
To click L2.
Oh, you have
basically.
the hold. You have the just the auto hold.
Have it
Is
set
that,
to
is that
toggle.
can I turn that on?
Or
Yeah,
Is
toggle
that a
versus
setting?
hold.
Toggle.
I'm sorry. I'm freaking new at this. But
Yeah.
You're fine,
It
you're
was
fine.
annoying the shit out of me, but I'm
you
finally
can
like
toggle,
getting, you can
like,
toggle. Okay, I need to
aim
go
down
into
sights.
settings then.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that's what it is.
No, that's
well,
what it
because I have an input delay when it comes to the the thermocharge that you have as a hunter class.
Yes, and the same thing.
You have to press it a couple you
to,
can't just it doesn't just go down and place down. I don't know if it's you have to press and hold it or whatever, but when I go up to press it the first time to place it down on the ground.
No,
I'm talking about the thermal charge with the hunter on Starship Troopers.
So you're having problems with the controller on this game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which is early. It's not
I don't know.
Game breaking. It's not like game
Starship Troopers. No.
Game breaking
Starship
issue.
Troopers.
But he's talking about the thermal grenade because you have to plant it. But every time I hit L2 to plant it, it's fucking delayed and he doesn't do it.
I have to press it to it or a couple times.
Quick.
Yeah. And I know sometimes it's it has to find a firm ground to lay it on, but they need to fix that thing where it's just a C4. You just throw that shit.
It and toss it. Because that's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah, because it's it's not very useful when you have a shit ton of people coming in.
What's so bad? It gives you a throwing angle, and that's why I thought why I thought it was a throwable. What the fuck? And I'm like, is this something they miss a little bit, and they have to go back oh shit, that was supposed to be throwable. In a
normal situation, you just fucking throw it.
Because I would love to throw one of those damn things on one of those fucking big, on a Tiger or one of those launchers. Just boop, stick it and fucking book out of there, fly out of there, blow it up and go.
Yeah,
we need a battlefield mode where you stick it on a vehicle and then you'll run into it. And then
boom. Travis was saying they were supposed to bring vehicles to this game.
They are.
That's interesting.
See, for $24. Even though it's early access, it's still a great game.
Yeah.
But once they lay down that other work and then they jack up the price, because they will.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have different multiple planets you can go to, if you have a campaign mode where it's we need to do X so we can get this thing and then go to this other planet to reinforce our allies and blah, 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 that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have some kind of progression over that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with a battle pass on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah. That's great. I mean,
$10.
Solid game.
$10.
Yeah. Solid game. Great start. Excited to see where they go with this. We'll definitely be following it. So make sure and subscribe to us so you can see all the exciting updates as we talk about them on Starship Troopers.